Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to yet another guided newspaper class. We organize these classes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. In case you're watching this for the first time, let me help you understand as to what we do. We spend time reading an article from a newspaper and we help you understand the keywords from the article. And we also do some guided speaking, as in, we kind of ask you to repeat these sentences after us with the same kind of stresses and pauses. And then we also ask you to write some sentences. In case you are here, please let me know that you've joined in so that I can address you. Right. Okay. And I will just wait for a couple of minutes while I wait for the other students to join. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Amanda, good evening. Yes, anyone else who is here, please let me know. Okay. All right. Okay, great. So let's get started with the class then. Suraj, good evening. Let's get started. And today's article is about how Indian cities are facing trouble with pollution. And we'll just understand the article first. Stay with me for a while as I read this. Okay, Sana, hi, Annie, good evening. Yes, let's get started. Okay, sorry. Here you go. This is the beginning. Researchers used a long record of data gathered by space based instruments to estimate trends in a range of air pollutants for 2005 to 2018, timed to coincide with well established air quality policies in the UK and rapid development in India, a press release issued by University of Birmingham. The study was led by University of Birmingham and UCL and included an international team of contributors from Belgium, India, Jamaica, and the UK. The researchers published their findings in the journal Atmospheric Chemistry and Physics, noting that fine particles and nitrogen, both hazardous to health, are increasing in Kanpur and Delhi. Delhi is a fast growing megacity, and Kanpur was ranked by the WHO in 2018 as the most polluted city in the world. The researchers speculated that increases in PM 2.5 and NO2 in India reflect increasing vehicle ownership, industrialization, and the limited effect of air pollution policies to date. Moving ahead, this contrasts with trends in the UK cities London and Birmingham, which show modest but ongoing declines in PM 2.5 and NOx, reflecting the success of policies targeting sources that emit these pollutants. The study also found an increase in the air pollutant formaldehyde in Delhi, Kanpur, London, it said. We were surprised to see the increase in formaldehyde above Delhi, Kanpur, and London, a clue that emissions of other volatile organic compounds may be changing, potentially driven by economic development and changes in domestic behavior. Our results emphasize the need to monitor our air for the unexpected and the importance of ongoing enforcement of measures for cleaner air. The study's co-author, Professor William Bloss, also from the University of Birmingham, said. A little more. Formaldehyde is a marker for emissions of volatile organic compounds that include a large contribution from vehicle emissions in India and in the UK, and increasing contribution from personal care and cleaning products and a range of other household sources. Okay, Karan Vora, the study's lead author and PhD student at University of Birmingham, said, we wanted to demonstrate the utility of satellite observations to monitor citywide air pollution in the UK, where ground-based measurements are in abundance, and in India, where they are not. Clearly speaking, this article is not criticizing, but it's just reporting the situation in India right now, right? So I hope you understood the article. It still did have a lot of good words here. So did you follow the article? All of you, let me know. Akash, Kailash, Pratiksha, Annie, Sana, Suraj. Yes. So did you understand this article? Yeah. Okay. All right, fine. Moving ahead to reading this article a little slowly for you and helping you understand some good vocabulary. Okay, so while I do that, please make sure you have a notebook or something where you can write these words down. Now, all of these words that you find in this article are not very complicated, are not difficult to remember or understand, but all you need to do is to use them in your daily life to help you improve your language skills. Okay, great to know, Ria, Sejal, Poonam, Suraj, that all of you understood this. Akash, good. Okay, great. So let's move ahead and read the article a little slowly now. Okay, yeah. Researchers used a long record of data gathered by space-based instruments to estimate trends in a range of air pollutants for 2005 to 2018. Gathered by is put together. Okay, gather is to put together something. Instruments to estimate trends. Estimate is to predict something. Okay, we're not sure about the number, we're just guessing that number. Estimate, but guessing in the right way, in a very structured way, not random guessing. Okay, yeah. Time to coincide. Coincide is to align with something. Okay, same time as something else. That's what coincide means here. Time to coincide with well established air quality policies. So, as in, this estimation is made in such a way that it is at the same time as these air quality policies are implemented in the UK. Okay, now this was a press release issued by University of Birmingham. Okay, now this study was led by led is someone is leading, someone is on the top of this particular study, right? Yeah, correct. Led by University of Birmingham and UCL and included an international team of contributors from Belgium, India, Jamaica, and the UK. Okay. The researchers published their findings in the journal. So any journal in this case means something that's an academic piece of text. Okay, some kind of a research activity that people did, and they are documenting it in a very professional way. That's called a journal here, right? Yeah, atmospheric chemistry, noting that fine particles and NO2 both hazardous to health. Hazardous, what is hazardous? Harmful, very harmful. This is an adjective. Hazardous to health, as in they can cause serious trouble to your health. And these two pollutants, particulate matter, PM is particulate matter, and NO2 is nitrogen dioxide. Both these pollutants are increasing in Kanpur and Delhi. That's the problem. That's the finding of this particular research. Moving ahead, so Delhi is a fast-growing megacity, and Kanpur was ranked by the WHO in 2018 as the most polluted city in the world. Okay. Now notice how fast-growing is a hyphenated word, right? Okay. The researchers speculated. Speculated is something that's a discussion, and we didn't really know what the end result of that discussion was, but speculating as in discussing possibilities. Okay, for example, your neighbor tested positive for COVID. You notice that they're displaying some symptoms, but you're not sure yet. whether they're positive or not. And then you're thinking in your mind, or maybe you're discussing at home, saying, are they positive or not? That's speculation. Don't speculate unnecessarily. That's what people say. So the researchers speculated, as in they discussed that increases in PM and NO2 in India reflect increasing vehicle ownership, reflect, they kind of show an image that vehicle ownership in India has increased, industrialization has increased, and there is limited effect of air policies to date, as in these air policies are implemented in a very small scale. They are not implemented in a large scale at all. Okay, policies as in laws that govern how much pollution you can emit, either as a country or as an industry or as a company. There are targets that the pollution control board sets, right? So this is what is meant by limited effect and policies. Okay, moving ahead. This contrasts with the trends in UK cities, London and Birmingham. Okay, contrasts is the opposite of, you know, that, which show modest but ongoing declines. Modest, small, not very big, not very significant. They do show some decline, but okay, they do show some decrease in PM 2.5 and NOx, that is NO2, reflecting the success of policies targeting sources that emit these pollutants. Now, this particular report in Delhi and Kanpur is kind of contrasting with what is happening in cities like London and Birmingham, where these two pollutants are decreasing slowly. They're still decreasing. Whether they're decreasing slowly or not, they're decreasing. And this is mostly because of the policies that are targeting sources that emit these pollutants. It can be vehicles, it can be industries, it can be home use liquids, or dishwashing liquid, all of that. So it can be anything, but just that the policies are targeting those sources. Right? Now, this particular study also found an increase in the air pollutant formaldehyde, it's a chemical, in Delhi, Kanpur, and London, it said. Right? Okay, let's move ahead. We were surprised to see the increase in formaldehyde above Delhi, Kanpur, and London, a clue that emissions of other volatile organic compounds, anything that's volatile is anything that can evaporate easily, yeah, may be changing, potentially driven by economic development and changes in domestic behavior. As in, the sentence says that this particular increase in formaldehyde is maybe because of economic development, changes in how the economy works, maybe industrialization and all of that, and also changes in domestic behavior. A lot of our soaps contain pollutants. Whatever we use at home is not entirely pollution free. So we are also maybe contributors to that. That's what this particular study says. Our results emphasize as in they force the importance of, force the need of, stress upon the need to monitor our air for the unexpected. As in, you have to keep monitoring our air for what the unexpected is. Whatever is going to happen in the future, we're supposed to keep monitoring our air. And the importance of ongoing enforcement of measures for cleaner air. So both these have to happen. You have to keep monitoring our air quality. You have to keep enforcing, as in implementing, forcefully implementing measures, solutions for cleaner air. This is what this person said. Now, did you all understand the article? Was this easy? Yes? Okay, wonderful. Great, Amandeep, you're following very sincerely. Okay, I also hope the others understood this. Yeah, great. Okay, well done. Well done, all of you, in following what the article is sincerely until now. Okay, great, great. Okay, Poonam, nice. Okay, let's move ahead Pranav, okay, Shiv Kailash, all right. Good, good. Diksha, Amandeep, okay, nice. So let's move ahead a bit and do some guided speaking. So here's where improving your speaking skills comes into picture. Now, when you repeat after me with the same kind of stresses and pauses, you don't have to get dramatic. You don't have to make this sound like a play or a movie or something. You just have to try and do this with the same kind of stresses and pauses that I am doing. Okay, why are stresses and pauses so important? Because when you speak out sentences, it should be clear as to what point you're trying to make with that sentence. Okay, it can potentially change the meaning that you want to portray. Okay, that's why I'm asking you to repeat with the same kind of stresses and pauses. Okay, so you're just going to follow my cue now, and you're going to follow these words and you're going to repeat after me in the same way. Yes. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing a lot of words together. Yes. Researchers used a long record of data gathered by space based instruments to estimate trends in a range of air pollutants for 2005 to 2018. Timed to coincide with well established air quality policies in the UK and rapid development in India. A press release issued by the University of Birmingham said. The study was led by the University of Birmingham and UCL and included an international team of contributors from Belgium, India, Jamaica, and the UK. Okay, moving ahead. The researchers published their findings in the journal Atmospheric Chemistry and Physics, noting that fine particles and nitrogen dioxide both hazardous to health are increasing in Kanpur and Delhi, it said. Okay, moving ahead. Delhi is a fast growing megacity and Kanpur was ranked by the WHO in 2018 as the most polluted city in the world. Okay. The researchers speculated that increases in PM 2.5 and NO2 in India reflect increasing vehicle ownership, industrialization, and the limited effect of air pollution policies to date. Okay, moving ahead. This contrasts with trends in the UK cities. London, Birmingham, London and Birmingham, which show modest but ongoing declines in PM 2.5 and NOx, reflecting the success of policies targeting sources that emit these pollutants. Emit, bring out. Okay, that's what emit means. Okay, great. So did you do this along with me? Let me know. Yeah, you did? Okay, good, good, well done. Nice. Great. Riya, Suraj, Shivani, Amandi, Pratiksha, Shivkailash, Pranav, Poonam. Nice to know that all of you did it along with me. Now, what you're going to do is very simple. Now, this is something that you would find in an essay, right? IELTS writing will have these questions for you. How do you think you can solve the problem of pollution in your country, right? That's the question. Now, you have learned a few words, try using them from the article, or just try writing some sentences, or maybe at least a couple, if not, if not more than that, just write a couple of sentences at least, telling me how you can solve this problem of pollution in your country. Okay, and think about one solution and say how it helps. Right, that's what you're going to do in the comment section. Let's see who does this first. The question is, how do you think the problem of pollution can be addressed in your country? That's the question. I'm pinning this question so that you don't lose track. Anybody who's watching this as a recording will still find this question there, right? Okay. Yeah. So let me know which do you think is the solution to solve the problem, such that you are able to generate ideas for your writing. And this is why newspaper reading is important, because then you genuinely know what studies were conducted, you genuinely know what is the data in at least some major cities, and it helps if you use them as an example in your writing task too. You're using realistic examples, right? This is why I keep telling you that if you read your newspapers every day, genuinely not just improve your understanding of the topic, but also you are using better words. Two advantages actually, right? So please post your sentences while I look at them outside of the class. And that brings us to the end of this class as well. And I will see you again on Friday. Now, if you also want to express interests in our advanced programs, I will leave the admissions form link in this particular video and on the chat window right now, and you can fill it up if you are interested to know about these advanced programs. If you think you want to be consuming only free content, you can also continue to do that by subscribing to our channel. I send out lessons every day on different topics of the IELTS test, and some also focusing on how you can improve your basics of the language. That's the admission form link. You can fill it out and you can check out the programs if you're interested. Good job, Pratiksha. By root cause analysis of the source of pollution in our country, will solve this problem. Okay, good, Pratiksha. If you can also detail a bit more about what exactly are our sources and what kind of analysis should you do. Good job, good sentence there. Nice. So let me also give you Pratiksha's message there, chat message there, such that others are reading it. Pollution can be controlled by implementing air quality policies strictly, Poonam feels. Okay, good solution, Poonam. That's very good. Nice. Anyone else like Poonam who feel that air quality policies should be implemented? Okay. Yeah, keep them coming, keep them coming. All right, I'll see you on Friday then. Until then, you keep this activity going. You read newspapers on your own, right? Okay then, bye bye. Have a good day.